afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is April 16th, 2013. This is Texan TV News from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I'm Kaylee Bedingfield. In today's headlines, a bombing at the Boston Marathon leaves 3 dead and more than 140 injured. Minority Student Leaders Talent Show. 48th Annual Tarleton Stampede held Lone Star Arena. Suspect who ran out of gas during pursuit indicted. Dallas man held for killing pregnant girlfriend. Obama attempts to improve relations with Russia. Brittany Griner, #1 pick for WNBA draft. Now today's top story. In national news, 2 bombs exploded in the crowded streets on Monday near the finish line of the Boston Marathon, killing at least 3 and injuring more than 140 people. In a bloody scene of shattered glass and severed limbs, questions are being raised about whether this was another terrorist attack on U.S. soil. A White House official speaking anonymously said that the attack is being treated as an act of terrorism.
Whoa! Something just blew up at
A pair of explosions just seconds apart sent spectators near the finish line of the Boston Marathon racing for safety and raised the specter of terrorism more than a decade after 9/11. At the White House, the president spoke to the nation.
Make no mistake, we will get to the bottom of this, and we will find out who did this. We'll find out why they did this.
The deadly blast occurred about 100 yards apart. As the FBI took charge of the investigation, authorities said they had no claim of responsibility and no suspects in custody.
This will be a combined federal, state, and local effort. It will be an ongoing investigation. It is a criminal investigation that is a potential terrorist investigation.
Hospitals reported more than 140 people were injured, including at least 17 critically.
We're seeing a lot of shrapnel injuries. Many of those involve, again, predominantly the lower extremities, but shrapnel injuries can affect the entire body.
The race is one of the world's most prestigious marathons. This year's race drew some 23,000 runners.
It's innocent people. Everyone's here for something great, either for themselves or for causes. I mean, there's so many charity runners.
As many as 2 unexploded bombs were also found near the finish line, but authorities say they were safely disarmed. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
Obama said, "We still don't know who did this or why. Make no mistake, we will get to the bottom of this." The bombings occurred 4 hours into the race and 2 hours after the men's winner had crossed the finish line. 17,000 people had finished the race while thousands were still coming in. A state trooper from Smithfield, Rhode Island had just finished the race when he heard the blast. The state trooper said, "I started running toward the blast and there were people all over the ground. We started grabbing tourniquets and started tying legs. A lot of people amputated. At least 25 to 30 people have at least 1 leg missing or an ankle missing or 2 legs missing." The race honored the victims from the shooting in Newtown, Connecticut, including a special mile marker in the race. In campus news, minority student leaders will be hosting their annual talent show Wednesday, April 17th at 7 p.m. in the Texan volleyball gym. Yesterday, J.T. Williams spoke with Alex Cooper, vice president of MSL, about their upcoming talent show.
Hi, I'm J.T. Williams, and this is Alex Cooper, vice president of minority student leaders here at Tarleton State University. We're here to talk about the talent show that will be held Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. at the ladies volleyball gym. Alex, will you tell us a little bit about MSL and the talent show?
Of course. The talent show is being hosted to support Project Hope. It's sort of like Stephenville's Goodwill, kind of. So they kind of collect socks, clothes, electronics, anything. So if you bring any kind of donation, you will be free into the talent show. So that's kind of a good deal. And if not, you kind of pay $3. So come and join us. It's going to be a good time, and we really want to have the campus support in getting some items donated to Project Hope.
Okay, and Alex, what is MSL about?
MSL is an organization here on campus to support diversity and service learning. We really strive to make sure that every student here on campus feels involved in something and a part of being Tarleton, Texas.
Okay. Well, thank you, Evans, and I'll see y'all later.
In local news, from LoneStarArena.com, April 18th through the 20th, the 48th Annual Tarleton Stampede Rodeo NIRA Southwest Region will be held at Lone Star Arena. The event begins Thursday, April 18th at 7 p.m., and admission is $10 per person. The Tarleton Rodeo Association has been a part of the winning tradition since 1947, which includes 6 national championship titles and 19 individual national championships. Tarleton is one of the largest teams in the nation. Also from StephenvilleTexas.org, Erath County Chamber of Commerce has stated that Erath County Friends of the NRA is having a dinner and auction at Lone Star Arena. The Big Shooter package is $100 and includes 1 dinner ticket, $200 worth of raffle tickets, and an entry drawing for a Ruger KNV 45 caliber pistol. Upgrades will be available for $200 and $400 packages and raffle gun tables. The event will be held Saturday, April 20th at 5:30 p.m. in the Lone Star Arena. In regional news, according to the Associated Press, a man leading police on a high-speed pursuit ran out of gas and was charged with 4 felony charges. Boyd Newman Matthews was leading law enforcement on a high-speed chase going through Parker and Tarrant counties on Thursday when he ran out of gas. Matthews had 6 outstanding warrants and was taken into custody. The AP Exchange reports that Matthews was indicted on 3 charges of aggravated assault and evading arrest with the vehicle. And in today's news from the Associated Press.
This is AP News Minute. Massachusetts State Police searched an apartment near Boston as they investigate Monday's bombing attack at the Boston Marathon. There's no word about a suspect or motive. The double bombing at the marathon finish line killed at least 3 people and injured at least 140. President Obama has vowed to find whoever is responsible. Crowds of Venezuelans banged pots and pans as they protest the election of Nicolas Maduro as president. There are allegations of fraud after Maduro won a close contest against Enrique Capriles. And North Korea is celebrating the 101st birthday of its first president, Kim Il-sung. The U.S. is watching closely to see if the North will mark the occasion with a medium-range missile test. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In Texas news, according to the Associated Press, a Dallas man is being held for capital murder charges after shooting and killing his pregnant girlfriend. Police says 26-year-old Tyrone Christopher Allen shot his 28-year-old pregnant girlfriend, Brashania Jackson, in the Dallas Hamilton Park neighborhood. After Allen allegedly shot a pregnant woman, he took off in a car. After searching for half an hour, police finally found the suspect. The AP Exchange reports that Allen refused to stop for law enforcement and shot a Dallas police officer, Daniel Maloof, before leading police in a high-speed chase. Allen returned back to the neighborhood where he was suspected of shooting his girlfriend. After crashing into a curb, he then took off on foot into a nearby house where he had a 4-hour standoff with police. Brashania Jackson later died at a hospital from her gunshot wound. The officer Maloof, who was shot, was released from the hospital in good condition, and Tyrone Allen Jackson is being held for capital murder charges. In international news, according to the Associated Press, President Barack Obama is trying to ease diplomatic tensions with Moscow by hand-delivering a letter to Vladimir Putin to propose new ways to cooperate. Tom Donilon, Obama's national security advisor, met with Putin along with other officials to present the letter to improve relations, even though the relations have plummeted in recent months. It sounds like the advisor, according to Yuri Yushkov, Putin's foreign affairs advisor, he said Obama's letter was quite constructive and included specific proposals regarding economic cooperation and arms control. In response to the letter, Putin expressed his opinion to support the positive signals coming from Washington, Yushkov said. Along with the specific proposals, tensions around North Korea were also discussed with Putin. Yushkov said that Moscow is ready for active cooperation with the Americans on this problem. In today's sports from the AP Exchange, the WNBA released their 2013-2014 draft. The number 1 overall pick in this draft was 2-time AP Player of the Year, Brittany Griner, who was drafted by Phoenix Mercury. The city welcomed Griner with a giant billboard and renamed a street near the arena. Griner said, "I'm bringing the dunking element of my game to Phoenix." For today's weather, according to weather.com, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 88 degrees and tonight's low of 68 degrees. There is a 10% chance of rain, and the wind will be coming out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Today's broadcast was produced by Tyler McConaughey, Ann Schraub, Emily Miller, Jasmine Sullivan, and JT Williams. You can follow Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter. I am Kaylee Bedingfield. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. That was